I think the coldest take that I'm hearing very consistently nowadays is that optimizing for search engines like Google is a waste of business resources. That take couldn't be further from the truth. I'm going to show you what I mean. In reality, businesses ask us about this all the time. Should I still do things to set up my site to rank in Google and the other search engines? We decided to do a deep dive on exactly that. What we found is that Google gets 373 times more searches per day than ChatGPT, the #1 AI tool in terms of market share. I want to dive into what these numbers actually mean and where we pulled this data from, because we had to stitch a couple pieces of data together in order to find this. Now, within this, first of all, big shout out to SparkToro for pulling a lot of these different data sets together. SparkToro looked at all sorts of publicly available data, all sorts of different research reports, internal notes that the team at ChatGPT, or OpenAI, I should say, has shared with the world. What they found is a couple different data points. One, right now, ChatGPT receives about 1 billion messages per day. On top of that, we have data to indicate that the average prompt, let's say, receives about 8 messages. So if someone is going to ChatGPT, they're searching and ultimately typing in 8 different messages in order to complete that entire search experience. 3, SEMrush did a giant study to look at how people are using AI tools today. What they found is 30% of AI searches, let's call them, or AI activity, relates to the type of thing that you would use a search engine for. The other 70% being using things like image generation, using things like data synthesis, blog writing, whatever it may be. If we pull that all together, what that equates to is that these billion messages per day, accounting for the fact that only 30% of them have search-like behavior behind them, and that the average one of these messages requires 8 of these messages together to encapsulate a full prompt. That's about 37.5 million quote-unquote searches per day. Now, if we look by comparison at Google, Google has reported that they see 5 trillion searches per year. That translates to 14 billion searches per day. So what does that actually mean? That actually means that ChatGPT is seeing 1/373rd the number of searches that Google is on a daily basis. Now, with ChatGPT being the market leader, we know definitively that these other AI tools are seeing far less market share behind them. So does that mean you shouldn't do anything related to ChatGPT? No, that would be foolish. ChatGPT and the other LLMs are growing like crazy in terms of market share. But the reality is that your customers are still finding your business from Google today. So what drives me crazy is when I talk to businesses that say, oh, we're going to stop optimizing for SEO. AI tools are the future. I agree with you. But right now, Google is driving 373 times more searches every single day. So please don't miss out on this opportunity. Keep on optimizing for SEO, knowing that there is a massive overlap in the results that show up in large language models like ChatGPT and what you actually see in the major search engines, whether it be Google or Bing. So don't choose one or the other, do both. Focus on AI for the long term, but focus on SEO still until AI starts to really, truly take over that market share. We did a full article diving into the exact details of this. We crunched the numbers to a much larger degree in here. Check out the comments, give this article a quick skim. You're going to see exactly why SEO is still a phenomenal investment for your business today.